Ever since I learned at the age of 9 how to ride a bike, it didn't take long till I was outside all the time on two wheels that took me anywhere I wanted as long as I enjoyed it. Riding my bike has offered so much freedom and opportunity. Since I don't have a driver's license, I rely on public transport and my bike to get me places. But that's okay because I love to ride. I've also been thinking, I've been riding bikes for years, since childhood. Fun fact, I actually taught myself how to ride a bike at the age of 9 without training wheels. I know. And so I thought, why don't I learn how to maintain my own bike? So I'm starting with the gears and going from there. Eventually, the goal is to be able to pull apart a bike without hesitation and being also just able to get my hands dirty more often. I love painting my nails. I love doing my hair. I like the girly things, but I think it's less of a gender thing and it's more of just exploring my curiosity. What does it take to maintain not only a bike, but what does it take to maintain my passions? What does that look like? What does that feel like, even? I want to do more than just love the things that I love, whether it's riding my bike or writing or listening to music, but I want to know more about what it is that I love. Today I am going for a bike ride, so I am also going to the library. This is my little Bluetooth speaker. I got to take this with me on my bike rides so that I can vibe, listen to my music, and, just have a really good time. If you guys are looking for an alternative online store for shopping books for really great prices, I would highly recommend Thrift Books. Thrift Books is a website that a coworker of mine, Irene, she put me onto it. And I may need to revisit this book again. If you guys have never read this book, it's so good. There's two books. There's a sequel to this. I never read the sequel. Anyways, I'm excited to have a library card today. Today was very successful. I was able to return those books from the website that I purchased them from. I checked out 3 books today. They're kids' books, actually. Before I show these books, there's something that I've come to a realization concerning reading. Reading, writing, storytelling, you know, those are 3 very important subject matter for when I was growing up as a kid. Reading offered worlds, and not just for the sake of escape, but for the sake of being able to express myself in spaces where I found that people not only made it hard for me, but they made it hard for themselves as well. I didn't have to necessarily worry about the world that I became a part of, because it's interesting. Like, you become a part of a world when you read it, when you're really present with the story, when the story is well written, you're in the story and you don't worry about the people in the story, the real characters that mimic or often are inspired by real life people. But you don't have to worry about these characters judging you or saying, you know, you don't belong here or you're not allowed here. And it's not always that blunt. Oh, God. The wind is acting up right now, so I'm going to make this as brief as I possibly can. Storytelling is really important to me. Checked out, I'll show you all of the books, but one of the books that I checked out that really spoke to me so far, it's called Bree Boyd is a Legend by Leah Johnson. And so I read just like a flap and maybe like one page, and I started crying because it moved something in me, truly. And a part of it is, because I am sensitive. But really, I'm very involved with my emotional processes and whatnot. Invisible Isabel, this one really intrigued me as well. And the one that I know is gonna put me in my goddamn feels, and yeah, this one, A Drop of Water. The illustrations in this book are beautiful, starting with, the back of the bird and the front. Just that single drop of water. Like, I can feel these images. I love the sound of like this. I love that, you know. When growing up, having adults or teachers read to me, especially my mom, she'd read to me, and these stories really inspired me.
So, I don't know this woman, obviously, but she decided to sit next to me on the bench at the public library, and it was an interesting conversation. We talked for some time, but when she did leave, I was looking out in front of me, the rose bushes and all. The sun was setting, the sun was glowing, and so I thought, let me take advantage of this lighting. So I did, and I had a photo shoot showing off my beach bum bike rider inspired outfit. I will show you some pictures at the end of this vlog, at the end credits, if you will. But I will see you guys soon, and I hope that you are really enjoying the sun on your skin however you can with whatever energy you have left. Yeah. Thanks for watching.